So boys, Ichiban here. So apparently, Lost Souls decides as flops, and Chinese gamers abandoned as devs, open value black gamers over Asian. By Dr. Disaster. Let's get right into it, boys.
1 unit of sale from Asian people, you will receive 10 units of sale from black people.
What the hell are you talking about?
What is up, space pirates? This is your admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And to say that the reception to the recently released Lost Soul Aside, published by PlayStation, to say that it has been a disappointment would be a massive understatement.
What? Oh my god. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to that.
Say that it has been a disappointment
Oh my god, dude.
would be
Holy
a massive
shit.
understatement.
Look at this. Holy shit! Damn! What the fuck were the Chinese doing when they made this game? This was supposed to be like a fucking Souls-like game, man. What the hell? It looked cool when I saw the preview for it, but damn.
Oh shit. As of the time of this
Oh
recording,
shit.
the game
Oh
has less
shit.
than 1,000 players playing it with a peak this weekend. It's launch weekend of about 3,000
And I'm over here, I was sitting here playing Elden Ring all
One
weekend.
of the things that has
The better
been
Souls
dogging
game.
this game has apparently been some pretty
Damn,
bad
bro.
performance issues. A lot of games these days have been releasing as essentially unfinished turds, and gamers are fed up with this nonsense. At the moment, Lost Soul Aside is sitting with a review score of about 57% on Steam, which is low.
513 negative,
That
737
is what life
positive.
is all about. Disappointment and failure, so get used to it.
But one
Yeah.
is that Lost Soul Aside was developed
That's
by
what games are like these days now,
a
man.
Chinese developer. And Chinese gamers
developer,
have
yeah.
been pretty supportive of games made in their country in the past.
Like they should, yeah.
Wukong famously debuted last
Good
year
game,
as
good
the
game.
first
Really good
AAA
game.
from China,
Buddy in my
and
church
it had
played it.
damn near 2.5 million players concurrently on Steam when it released.
Right.
A month ago, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers came out, and it was nowhere near as successful as Black Myth, but as the second AAA game to come from China, they did hit 130,000 concurrent players at its peak on Steam, and that's pretty solid. So, it really makes you wonder about what went on with this reception to Lost Soul Aside.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
Well, if reports are to be believed, it turns out that Sony is responsible for neutering this game. A controversy is...
No, like the first pressing of Stellar Blade when they censored like the first patch of it with the day one patch with the whole when it fucked everything up, and it took like 3 whole 4 months just to get it back to where it was again. You know, until the developer was like, gamers were right, you know. And speaking of Sony, developer of Fair Games has abandoned from Sony, went to another game developer studio because they knew Fair Games was gonna fucking flop, knowing Sony lost a ton of money because of Concord. And oh man,
primarily in China, where Sony is accused of pushing political correctness into the game.
No shit.
Apparently, and it isn't completely clear where this came from, whether it was from Sony or just one developer, but someone was saying they needed to do things in this
When you
game,
use-
Lost Soul
hold
Aside,
up.
to make
like when you lose sales from the yellow people, you gain more back from the black people.
it appealing to black folks instead of Asian folks. And look, I'm not a fan of the Chinese
Who was you
government.
trying to cater
They
this
are
to,
tyrannical
China?
commies, but the Chinese people, the citizens themselves, I appreciate the fact
They're a bunch
they
of
have
fucking
no
communists
clue
anyway, so
for this identity politics bullshit in their society.
that should be the
was
thing.
Apparently a big deal over there.
Your job is to make
And when
good
the
fucking
Chinese
games.
heard
That's what you
about
need to
all
do.
this progressive shit, they said,
Commercial. I'm like, the gameplay looks really good, actually. Like, I can't believe it sold like shit, honestly.
On your marks.
I don't have that special premium where I have skip commercials, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I'll get back into it. Gotta love Dr. Disaster. I love every time. He dances every time he does a video. I mean, nobody dances like him, you know, when he does the video content. It's so fucking amazing, y'all. Dr. Disaster. Give him a subscribe for more important gaming news. Now let's get back to the reaction.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also,
Absolutely.
I've started uploading content onto Rumble, so make sure to follow me over there. And don't forget to follow me over on X, where I keep a list of games lousy with wokeness pinned to my account at all times for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, let's talk about Lost Soul Aside, a game
You know,
that I was originally rooting for. The thing is,
I was actually rooting for this game back in like December when it came out, you know. I thought it was gonna be a good game.
Inexcusable errors in the game. As I said before, performance issues are a big problem in the industry right now. Apparently, half the damn games that have come out in the past few months just can't figure out how to make Unreal Engine work for them without
like
causing
Doom,
massive
like Doom
issues.
Dark Ages or some shit.
Performance issues ruining gaming experiences is getting pretty damned old. But to top it off, I've heard that Lost Soul has a bunch of typos in it and things like that, which really tells us an awful lot about the lack of care and craftsmanship.
Well,
that
you
was
couldn't
put into the
fucking
game.
speak
There really
English
is no excuse
for once
something
to write
like
out
that,
subtitles
especially
bad
coming
with bad
from
typos.
a publisher
Oh god,
like
dude.
PlayStation. This game clearly had a lot of money pushed into it, but they aren't going to make a whole lot back on it from the looks of things.
How much money did they
According
put in
to
this game?
VG Analytics, during its launch weekend here, Lost Soul has only sold about 31,000 units so
Oh
far.
my god, that is pretty damn bad, bro. 31,000? That's like half the sales of Assassin's Creed Shadows, bro.
As well, but even if that number is higher, I doubt it will have outflanked Steam by that much. And now, just for some added context, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers has sold 1.4 million units. Granted, that game has been out for a month now, but the
Exactly.
bulk of a game's sales happened during the first few days of launch. So that
It
gives
was
you an
a
idea
successful
as to just
hit.
how abandoned Lost Soul
Even though
Aside
the
has
censorship
been.
has happened quite a bit in their game because
Would
of
have carried this game
history,
through
fiction. They don't like fictional shit, like, honestly.
Let's read about why that did not happen.
Yeah, Chinese people,
This
they probably won't
article
like
from
Dynasty
Twisted
Wars
Fox.
because some of this
It
fiction
says here,
anyway.
development troubles and internal drama surrounding Sony Interactive Entertainment and Ulti-Zero Games' action role-playing game, Lost Soul Aside, have allegedly hurt the game's reputation in China ahead of its
bro.
release. After nearly a decade in development, Lost Soul Aside was released on August 29th, and the game's reputation within its home country of China has been overshadowed
I
by
wasn't playing that,
controversy
though. I was
stemming
playing
from
Elden
both
Ring, and I
development
was streaming it
challenges
with y'all.
and damaging internal drama.
Drinking a beer.
The controversy arose earlier this year when leaked private chat logs from a former developer began to spread online. These logs contained troubling comments that quickly went viral in Chinese gaming circles. In one exchange, the former developer boasted this project can only be completed thanks to Yang Bing, the Lost Soul Aside director/producer, and me, dismissing the contributions of others. Far more serious was the use of a slur and the claim that when you lose 1 unit of sale from Asian people, you will receive 10 units of sale from black people. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the math on that...
that's what happens when you pander out to the modern audience. You lose sales because the modern audience don't even play video games. They're just there to fight a culture war that is honestly bullshit.
Is not mathing. I'm not interested in pitting one ethnic group against another, but apparently someone involved with the making of this game does want to do that. So I will say this. I know that there are a shit ton of black gamers out there, but I seriously doubt that they outnumber Asian gamers. The Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans.
It's not just
These
black
countries
people,
are known
Asians.
for being fanatical
I mean,
gamers.
all
So,
gamers
this
matter
mentality
in
that developers
particular
have to kowtow
when it
to
comes to your
black
sales.
gamers does not make sense.
And when it
They
comes to
sure as hell do
skilled
not
American
outnumber
developers who makes
Asian
good
gamers
games.
10 to 1. In fact,
But you don't
I'd
pander out to
be willing
people
bet those numbers
for
are
a certain
inverted.
race or
But
disability
why
and shit
in the
like
hell
that.
is somebody who worked on this game talking like this in the first place? And
Exactly.
essentially pitting two ethnic groups against each other as if they can't like the same thing. That doesn't make any damn sense.
If you're
to me.
concerned, if a Chinese person is concerned about an Asian or black guy trying to play this game, why shouldn't it matter?
It says, another message accused Sony of forcing political correctness during a studio visit.
Oh my gosh, Sony was involved with
That has
this.
been infiltrated by Western woke
Big time corporate
sensibilities to the
DEI
point
company.
That they actually believe that the
I own their
modern
console.
audience, those sophisticated, progressive people who whine constantly about diversity and representation. But anyways, Sony believes that that is their actual audience. They have spent far too much time listening to their...
And they realize that they can't make fucking sales. When Concord flopped and when the PS5 Pro came out, they had to increase it $200 extra to make up the fucking sales. Oh shit, boys.
HR departments and not enough time listening to the people who actually buy video games. But then the article finishes up saying the authenticity of these leaks was not disputed by Lost Soul Aside director / producer Yang Bing, who promptly issued a public apology. He admitted his own failings in leadership, acknowledged that the remarks had caused harm, and stressed
Bing
that
will
the
flick his
employee
bang.
had already been dismissed last year. The incident undoubtedly reinforced skepticism about the project's troubled production among Chinese fans. Despite Bing's apology,
Yeah, there's a lot of pissed off Chinese people who weren't trying to play this game.
Doesn't seem to have fully recovered in its home
Oh,
market.
CCP.
So yeah, this really explains
No good for them.
why Lost Soul has not done
They're gonna tell them,
and it
"You're
really
fired."
demonstrates just how embracing woke identity shit.
China embracing woke identity shit, y'all. You never thought that the overseas people would do some shit like that.
Immediately. But on top of that, this
Oh my
also
gosh,
seems to
no.
tell us about where Sony is at. They simply refuse to change course, no matter how gamers insist that this sort of mentality is not what we want in the gaming world.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna leave it
When I
there.
was growing up,
Drop
it
your
wasn't like
scorn
that.
for Sony and this game into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become
Subscribe to this guy, y'all.
Life as a space
Awesome guy.
may not be glamorous,
Cool, awesome
but there's
guy.
always
Awesome.
plenty of good.
Praise Dr. Disaster, y'all. Anyway, yeah, that was a pretty good video, actually. Honestly, I'm gonna leave it there, just like he said. By looking at the gameplay and everything and reviewing it, I'm gonna give Lost Souls Aside. Probably like, to me, it looks like a mediocre piece of shit Souls game. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10 or some shit. It's not bad, it's okay. Like, it's not nowhere I'm like, shit. If there's anything better I have to play in my life, like if I was like the last single soul on earth for my PS5 and there was 2 games that I can only play, which was Dragon Age the Velgar or Lost Soul Aside, I probably had to play that one, because really Who the fuck wants to do 10 push-ups if you misgender somebody? Like, honestly, that's fucking bullshit. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Ichiban out.